éviter l'examen minutieux par des sociétés rivales, les scientifiques enlevés ont été introduits clandestinement en secret dans le quartier des plaisirs et dans le district des sciences. De là, ils ont été emmenés ailleurs, mais toutes les traces se terminent dans le laboratoire des matériaux exotiques. Le nom du projet top secret est MenShen, et il semble qu'il soit toujours en cours. Les Ascendants tentent activement d'éradiquer toute trace du projet MenShen. La seule façon d'en savoir plus sera de faire l'impossible et de s'approprier l'AGI ultra-sécurisé Ascent Group, situé dans les plus hauts niveaux de l'archéologie.
Come see us at Cluster 13. There you are. That head you brought us held a few info gems, beneath multiple layers of bullshit and surprisingly aggressive ice. The Ascent Group contracted Onyx Void to smuggle prominent scientists and exotic materials from all over the sector onto Velez. All of it tied to a secret project. You must find those scientists. We dug out a potential lead from the head, a sapiens female named Laura Lanier. The Ascent Group personnel files list her as a Class 3 HR manager, but her contact info has been irretrievably purged. She received the scientists from OV. Surveillance probe showed Lanier frequenting several establishments in Stimtown. Talk to the bartenders and regulars there and see if any of them know more of her current whereabouts. Find Lanier and you'll find the scientists. Questions? It's where you indents go for stress relief, isn't it? I'm sure you know more about it than I do. Questions? I'm sure she's just a facilitator without any tangible knowledge. But by locating the scientists, we should learn more about the project they worked on. Questions? Keep us updated.
We have a small problem, Flesh. Stimtown has been cordoned off since the lockdown. I would suggest gleefully slaughtering the guards, but this could be counterproductive toward the overall mission imperative to keep a low profile.
Poon here. So I happen to overhear your little conversation with the foreign. No, I won't tell you how. But I can help you with Stimtown access. Come see me and we'll talk. Well, if it isn't my former handyman come fucking rock star.
Oh, the sweet irony. Here you are, two-timing as a damn CGT operative for whatever mystery corp that sly of foreign represents, and you can't even get into Stimtown for a stiff one? You've come a long way, but you still depend on me, huh? Well, you're in luck, because I need an errand runner. There's a bartender named Spice over at the loading bars expecting a delivery from me. They don't like to admit it, but most of the proprietors over there depend on my goodwill. Now, this delivery would be frowned upon if it was discovered, but it'll get you through the lockdown. I have an arrangement with a guard named Wharton. Let him know I sent you, and he'll let you through. Get the package delivered to Spice, and you'll have your access. And remember, you owe me. We'll just let that simmer for a while. Now get out of here before I lose my appetite, you backstabbing bastard!
And your biomark here. And
everyone
here,
pisses someone off.
The sum will be in your account.
Did he put up a fight?
Have a nice day, Mr. Foss.
I don't really care. Here he is, your threats.
You really don't want to upset me. Steak Boss Poon? Again? Fuck. I've paid my fucking dues to him 10 times over already. Don't? Oh well, come on through. And let that bastard know I've had enough of his favors. After this, we're even. I'm giving you permanent access, so I don't have to bother with your face again.
Toontown access has been severely restricted to keep gangers out. Only select customers are allowed entry. How does it feel not to be select, Flesh?
Fuck the chef and this entire establishment. I come here all the time. I'm a good customer. But listen, this is by far the most delicious soup I've had in my entire life. And he refuses to tell me the secret. I'm sure that tie-fisted chef has the recipe lying around somewhere. I got his hab number, but I'm not the break-in type. You look like you might care less about locked doors. Care to help a gurney in need? Good. I happen to have a dynamic key card. All it needs is the loving touch of a data broker and it should get you inside. My mate Flamingo's got a brokerage operation set up in Cluster 13. He'll fix the card for you. Then give me the recipe.
You again. My lucky day. Wait, what? The last shipment was too strong. Well, shit, I warned you, didn't I? Go easy, I said, didn't I? People never listen. Never, ever listen. Well, fine then. Here. Try this cut batch instead. It's not nearly as potent as the last batch, but it would still do the job. In fact, might even be perfect for a guy like you. What's that? It's for the Carlins. Yeah, sure, man. Wherever you gotta tear yourself to sleep at night. Anyway, take this shit and get the fuck out of here. And remember, you don't know me, and I don't know you. And this never happened. I mean, I'm trying to go unnoticed here, you get me?
Name your poison, friend. Well, looky here. Poon actually came through. Give him my thanks. Now, what can I do you for? Sure, coming up. This should frizzle your wiring, buddy. Rings a bell. There was a mid-boss who came here slumming every once in a while. She's not welcome here anymore, though. Couldn't keep her hands off the other clientele. Gave her 2 passes, but she struck out on the 3rd. I bet you can find her at the Dirty Dive. They're less picky with their customers. Yeah, you know, when the uppers come down here to sample the forbidden fruit. Fucking tourists, if you ask me. But I don't say no to their U-creds. Name says it all, doesn't it? It's not far from here. Sure thing, friend. Just give a shout if you need something.
here? Heard you delivered the package. Good to know you can be somewhat trusted, even if you sold out to Waric&Dan.
You know what? We got a guy inside that can maybe use your help. Should pop in and have a word.
I'm Paula, and you're lonely, I can tell. Buy me a kick? Thanks, hon. That's sweet of you. And here we were having such a good time. Why bring up that bitch? Alright, so we used to go out for a while. She had you creds, used to brag about her crib up in A-Stack, some penthouse dude. Dumped me like yesterday's trash when she started hanging out with the Quicks. Good riddance. AKA Blossom Hill. Fancy name for a sad fucking building. I hear the Quicks have the run of the place now. Not local, are you, hon? The liquid Quicks? Pretty easy going unless you cross them. Can't see what the hell she saw in them. Tense flatliner named Trenning is leading them these days. He'll know her for sure. Thanks for the kick. And if you find her, tell her to go fuck herself.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was I in your way? I really should watch where I'm standing. What a terrible, terrible cycle. But at least I'm still alive. That's always something to be thankful for. But I shouldn't burden you with my woes. Are you sure you want me to share? Oh, how kind. My story is a terrible one. I'm Ivan. Yes, I was almost poisoned, you see. A most unfortunate mishap. But do not be alarmed. I still have my health. Though I can't say the same for my poor Crystal. He drank the poison in my stead. Always hungry and thirsty was poor Crystal. He was a prized fighter in the Carnage Cage, too. A champ. I trained him myself. From when he was a vicious little mutie to the crazed, slabbering beast he became. Ah, the times we had. Kaiser first really should give me a new pup. It's the very least he can do after poisoning Crystal. But I was never good at confrontations. But you look like one for whom confrontations happen every day, to your advantage. Maybe if you asked Kaiser to replace Crystal for me, he might listen. After all, he's the one who tried to poison me in the first place, for not selling Crystal to him. He runs the carnage cage over in the grinder. Don't hesitate to use all your powers of persuasion. My humble thanks.
Hey, did Frank send you in? Well, whatever. I'll go either way. Clearly, you're the one we've been looking for. See, we got this guy, an arc from Mannerskelb. Keeps tearing shit up every time he rolls on through here. And this dude, let me tell you, he's not like the others. He's bad news. Real bad. Like blowing shit up night after night. So we need him taken care of, if you know what I mean. Of course. Problem is, he actually hasn't technically broken the law. So that's where it gets a little tricky. I mean, you gotta toe the line. With those core dies, no bounty on his head, nothing we can do. You, on the other hand, if you were to bump into him somewhere, say, oh so accidentally, maybe pick a fight, well, who knows what might happen. So how about it? You up for the job? Oh, thank God. I was hoping you'd say that. This guy, he's got a kind of home base up by the edge. Head on up there and take him down. Look out though. He's croned, major augs, and enhancements of the ass. So be
are contesting their claim. Gang warfare to be expected.
Hey, wait a sec. Look like you can hold your own? Maybe. Fact is, we could use your help. Thing is, my boys, the Liquid Quicks, we're losing ground here. We've held this place for years, say it's our home. You know that phrase, a rose by any other name would smell as sweet? Well, it's total bullshit. We got our rose, the Glittering Rose apartment complex to be precise. And they took it from us. We want it back. It's ours. And ain't no other building gonna do. So can you help us or what? See? I knew you were looking to tussle. The bad guys, yeah that's right, I said it. The Turbo Vipers. They've been edging in here for some time now. Mixing it up in our shit. We put up with it for a while, because, you know, we was trying to keep the peace. Or at least that was the plan. Of course. It's like give an inch, take a mile. So the next thing we know, they've taken over the Rose. Been our home for like a generation. Well, I say, Blossom Hills is our territory. And the Glittering Rose is our home. And ain't no one gonna tell us otherwise. We tried playing nice, and look where that glass. So now we're gonna lay down the law. And by we, I mean you. Get what I'm saying? The turbos are all hauled up in the Glittering Rose as of right now. Easy enough to find. Head on over there and take care of business. Come back here when you're done.
You're the one who's been asking about Lania. You're lucky that backstabbing board owes me creds, or you'd be stripped for Ogs and Orgs by now. Why do you want to know? Lania has a penthouse in this very stack. Must have made premium creds on that little side business of hers. I'd go up there and sell things myself, but we got our hands full with those Turbo Viper fucks. We had an arrangement. Now and then she'll need someone brought through the district without CorpSec being the white, right? Or anyone else for that matter. So we'd use the yeast containers. Normally they go to the ponic farms, but the specials went into storage. No clue what happened after that. She still owes us for the last transport. I didn't ask, she didn't tell. Sentience is all I can tell you. You could hear them moaning and mumbling in there. Don't fucking get me started. We're gonna flatline the lot of them if they don't back off. If you do find her, tell her the Quicks don't forget.
got it.
It's a reminder that the maintenance sector is to be accessed by authorized personnel only.
Sector supremacy currently claimed by the Turbo Viper Gang. Suggestion: appear harmless or very aggressive to minimize risk of violent confrontation. deploy number 0381945V, Laura Lanier. That's her. Preliminary forensics analysis indicates she died recently, and messily. I will savor these images. I have a suggestion. Access the HAB surveillance system. It should have recorded what happened here. Maybe there's some graphic footage from my collection. The surveillance terminal should be accessible from somewhere on this floor. This habitation space was clearly decorated by a being with no aesthetic sense. The color combinations are corrupting my code. The corpse is a marked improvement. Accessing surveillance footage. Oh, nice. Beautiful. Such clarity, Flesh. I am endlessly fascinated by seeing misplaced bodily fluids. Bracketing relevant sequence. And... there you go. I saved a copy for my own enjoyment as well. Against Ascent Group employee database. Match found. One of the sentients accompanying the murderer is Lab Chief Hayden, assigned to the XMAT lab in the Res Dev Zone. Suggestion. Arrange for a friendly interview with Lab Chief Hayden, and then surprise him with sudden pain to encourage cooperation.
Here. Lab Chief Hayden is a prominent member of the Ascender Club. Why would they want Lanier dead? She must have arranged for those scientists to be brought to Hayden's XMAT lab. We want you to go there and access the local mainframe for us. It should have the information we're after.
Exercise caution. Slated for complete eradication pending arcology restoration. reach the mainframe. Location marked.
Operative, altered plans. We want you to appropriate the entire lab for us. Seems it's the only way we'll get unrestricted access to the files we want. You know what to do. Locate the SI, jack in, and let our AGI work it over. Kira out.
Direct link established. AGI bond verified. Initiating imprint procedure.
This is Kira. We see multiple Ascenders closing in on your position. They brought some sort of mechanized support as well. We've sent backup, but they won't get there in time. Do not let those Ascenders imbeciles abort the imprint process.
The values of this company, and you are an interloper. It ends now. Team, passion, commitment. Ascenders for the Ascent Group.
Activation.
registered to Y-Corp CIC 180403-4. Mainframe access now possible.
Well done, Operative. We've recalled the backup team. Now, get us a complete data dump from that mainframe and we'll call it a cycle.
Accessing mainframe. Y-Corp AGI link established. Data dump initiated. Data dump complete.
That was above par performance. You are obviously far more capable than what your poor species baseline indicates. The complete XMAT lab data analysis will take some time, but we've already found something significant. It seems the scientists smuggled in by Onyx Void were shuttled through the lab to an unknown destination. They were all assigned to something called Project MenShen. Get on that holophone and we'll discuss next steps.